The historic floodwaters of 2019 impacted many on Offutt Air Force Base, but the military working dog section may have had to deal with the most change.
So when I first got here, the whole portion of this side of base was in a wreck, and the kennel facility was completely underwater.
The handlers looked for a place to house the canines.
And they ended up settling in General's housing up there in Kaufman Heights for about a month and a half until we could find a more temporary, permanent solution for them, which resulted in deployment kennels. But those brought issues their own. We had multiple dogs that suffered lacerations on their tails, on their paws. We had bugs.
With the dog safety in question, it was apparent that a move to the old kennels was necessary.
So we first established that the kennel facility where the dogs were needed to be repaired. So we got the floor in, we got the place sanitized, completely gutted, new insulation put in so that way the dogs could be warm. We got a new HVAC system put in.
Once the dogs were taken care of, work started on the handler's office space.
So after about a month of working to get the dogs back in, we then started working on the admin offices. We moved in just about 10 months later. The handlers and the kennel staff were in the same building as the dogs, which provided a more stable environment for everyone. We thought once we got this, we could stay in there till the new facility was built. And then after the coordination, they said, no, that has to be turned over to the contractors doing the rebuild, so we had to be out.
A temporary facility needed to be constructed, and to save money, parts were taken from the existing kennels. It took about 2.5 months to complete, and though the kennels are smaller,
but they are showing no signs of that affecting them at all. They are happy every time they come out. They are excited to get out and play. And it is nice here having the entire facility fenced in so we can let the dog run.
Construction of the new security police campus will mean one more move. During the planning stages, Tech Sergeant Allen was able to provide critical advice.
And I was able to get to the initial design and have my input because when you're designing a military working dog facility, you think they're Air Force assets, so they follow the Air Force. However, we have to also follow Army regs, and a lot of times they forget that part.
Despite all obstacles thrown at them, one thing is constant.
So regardless of the challenges that we're going to face, the canine section, the military working dog section here at Offutt Air Force Base is extremely good at what they do, and we're going to be just fine wherever we go.
From the 55th Wing Public Affairs, where the sun never sets on the Fighting 55th, I'm Kevin Schwant.